Welcome back to the channel. We're playing 20 questions with.
Lisa Marie of PourlyControlled.
All right, let's get into the questions. When I say fountain pen, what pen do you think of?
The thing I think of is I don't have a name or a brand. It's a pen that my grandfather had on his desk that I would play with. It's a green and I believe it's ebonite, and I have been on the hunt for it for years. So, some vintage green fountain pen.
How did you get into pens?
Studying for my boards, I got tired of using Sharpies and I was looking for different, I don't know, instead of felt tip markers, I wanted different colors of inks and I wanted different types of nibs, bold, fine. And I started researching on YouTube, and that was in 2013, and I went down the rabbit hole
What
pretty
was,
hard.
yeah, that's fair. I went down the rabbit hole pretty hard too. What was your first pen?
The first one I ordered was a Lamy Safari Neon Yellow, but I couldn't wait for it to get here, so I went to, I believe it was Staples, and I got the Pilot Varsity 3-pack of the blue, purple, and black, just so I could play. So the first one I wrote with as an adult was the Pilot Varsity.
Honestly, there's nothing wrong with that. The Pilot Varsity is a great pen for getting people into using a fountain pen at a very low cost.
Yes.
What's your current daily driver?
Right now it is a black Twisby Eco with a custom grind from Kirk at Pen Realm. It's a needlepoint
Okay.
with a reverse architect.
I love I love when people's daily drivers a custom grind. Because then it just adds so much more personality to their pen. What's your favorite ink?
uh, Favorite ink is probably Diamine, although the most used is Lexington Gray from Noodler's because I like the look of the pencil. It looks like a graphite pencil when I write with it.
I like pens that feel like they're a pencil. What's your favorite brand of either pens or ink?
Diamine for ink, and for pens, I have more pilots than anything else, but I really like Twisby as well.
Okay. Vintage or modern?
I have more modern, but I love vintage.
Do you swatch all your inks?
Yes, I do. Um, I just purchased some swatch cards, but I was just swatching in an endless recorder because I believe it has the Tomo River. I can't say it. The Tomo River paper in it, and I just love the way the inks are displayed on that paper. So yes, I do.
Do any pens always get the same ink, or do you switch it up?
I'm very, yeah. Once I put an ink in a pen, because I'm lazy and I don't like to clean, I will pretty much keep the same ink in it. A rinse is just fresh ink.
Basically. Yeah. There's like a handful of pens that like switch their inks, but then there's like some that have just had the same color in them for like going on 2 years.
Yes. That's very much my style.
Why would I clean a pen if it's just getting the same ink? If it's still writing, it's just getting inked up again.
Absolutely.
Do you keep your writing samples, or do you just know how every pen writes?
I start making a bunch of writing samples so that like I become familiar and accustomed to the pen, and then I've learned them and I know I can go to the pen case and grab what I need.
All right. What's a pen you wish you could see in person?
Cool. So Facebook thinks I really need to see the David Oscarson Ocean. I
Mm,
don't know. It's a seafoam green and it has like shells and pearls and things on it. Starfish, I believe. So Facebook keeps suggesting that one to me.
it's very pretty. I've seen it in person. It is very nice. Uh, What's your current crayon?
Oh, this is going to sound horrible. Pen that I've made.
Ooh,
Or, or a Pelican, vintage Pelican, flexible. I think it's a 130.
okay.
I've seen them in person, but I didn't have it in my budget at the time to purchase one. So that's kind of the one that every time I'm like, that's the pen I want. And I haven't purchased it yet.
What pen would you recommend to a beginner?
Oh. Jin Hao, because everybody has access usually to Amazon. It's a low cost pen. They come in a number of sizes, a number of nibs, a number of colors, so you can pretty much get an inexpensive version of something you might want to really truly invest in. And I feel that those are the best ways to sample them. And you don't feel bad if you drop it and break it.
Yeah. What ink would you recommend to a beginner?
Your favorite color, and probably Diamine or Pilot.
I think those are the two most named ink brands in this series.
Yeah, they're just tried and true
Yeah.
and easily accessible. And
And
if you buy a bottle of Diamine, it's not super expensive.
no. And both are fairly low maintenance in pens.
Yeah.
What advice would you have for somebody wanting to try out fountain pens who might be a bit intimidated by them?
Make sure you have blotter paper and right away get all your notebooks, get all your papers, go to a meetup and ask people to use their pens. There's a large community of us who love to share what we have. We love to enable and get others into the hobby, so to speak.
Yeah. And, you might just run into somebody one day who's carrying a whole bunch of pens in their purse or their backpack. Because I frequently have multiple pens on me at any given time.
Just in case.
Ace. What filling mechanism do you think is most interesting, regardless of if you actually like to use it or not?
The back fillers, I love them. It's just so satisfying to watch, hear, see, feel back fillers.
Yep. What nib size do you prefer to write with?
Oh. So the one I use most frequently is extra fine.
Okay.
But my favorite is a vintage Estabrook firm. I think it's like 2968 is the number on it. And that's my favorite nib in the world.
I like when people can just pull a number like that and just have such a very specific thing.
It's on my desk. I love this little thing. Like, I'm so precious with them. I don't write with it as much as I want to. I need a couple more so that I don't feel bad. But yeah, the 2968 is the best. And it's funny because they're not all the same. So who knows if I order another one, if it will write and feel the same way. They're
Yeah.
vintage. They've been used or.
Yeah. You might have to find one that's old new stock. New old stock. Yeah.
Yes.
Is there a style of nib you love or find interesting but would never actually use?
I got to use the pen sloth stacked nibs at Kirk's table at the Atlanta Pen Show last year. And I think it was a 4 stack. And yeah, that was pretty dreamy. That was a pretty awesome pen or nib.
Nib. Stack nibs are fun. I don't know that I'd daily drive one day to day, but they are fun.
No, my writing would look like I was yelling at everyone.
Same. Do you always use the same paper? If so, what paper? If not, what paper's your favorite?
Okay, so the most used is Leuchtturm, just because of journaling. I think my favorite, I can't say this, so I'm going to show this.
Okay.
I Life Cleed Noble Notes section. It's A5 with a 2 millimeter grid, and it's a cream color paper. But that's the notebook I use for work, and I right now that's my favorite. I love it. Something about just the smoothness of it when you drag your hand across the page is just so satisfying.
Least favorite ink or ink color family?
Wow. I thought long and hard about this, and it's pink, and I cannot say why, because pink is one of my favorite colors, but in ink, it doesn't work for me.
I think pink inks are hard. I have a lot of them, and there are only a couple I actually reach for to put into pens. Like I tried a lot until I found a couple that I really actually liked.
I found one, and I can't think of the name of it right now. I have one pink that I use, but it's not my favorite. And because I've got pink in that pen, I'm not drawn to that pen. I don't use it as much. So
Yeah,
again, I need to clean the pen out, change the ink, use the pen.
yeah,
But, just in case I want pink, it's still there.
yeah. I get that. Well, thanks for playing 20 questions.
Thank you. That was fun.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.